Authority Amendment Act 2018 and 2019 regulation. So basically, these are the issues for KMC during our review. Thank you. Okay, on page 10, 2021 Compliance Review Report for KMC, Kanifing Municipal Council. On page 10, non-compliance, while the review team was informed of the establishment of the contracts committee, there was no evidence. Although we were informed that the contracts committee is in place, but there was no evidence to indicate that they were formally appointed by the accounting officer. Two, the accounting officer also did not appoint members of the inspection and acceptance committee. So that, yeah, there was no evidence to that effect. On page 12, where SPU does not include evaluation criteria. Evaluation criteria were not indicated in the solicitation document that we are sent to the suppliers. On page 14, non-compliance, the inspection and the acceptance committee were still not appointed by the accounting officer. On page 14, so specific findings on page 18, we could see from the transaction for the procurement of fuel, the only issue that they had was there was no purchase order. That's a particular form for GPB form 1 or 2 was not filled during our review. We noticed that, and there was no inspection committee to inspect those goods or to receive those goods, and that committee was not in place as well. On page 20, non-compliance, still talk about the inspection committee, and that committee is still not yet formed during our review. Basically, these are some of the issues for 2021. You could see some of the issues that were raised in 2020 were implemented in 2021. This is why in our general recommendation for on page 21, they recommended that the KMC to still enter into a framework contract with a routine item like fuel, because we understand that fuel is it's bought routinely. And we also request for KMC, we also recommend for KMC to request training for the contracts committee to also apply themselves for the public procurement procedures. And recommendations also were made KMC to establish disposal committee. The last one was the recommended that KMC to establish inspection committee. So in conclusion, using the above compliance related variables and specific findings on some of the transactions for the period under review, KMC was found to be 72%, which is mainly compliant for the year under review. Thank you very much.
Now proceed with the presentation on the activity reports. Good afternoon, Chairman, members of this August gathering, honorable members,
Executive summary.
subject specialist. Because of time and the semi-bulky nature of the report, I'm here by reporting the activity report of Kanifing Municipal Council for 2020. The report is centered on the executive summary. The executive summary, page 3. Are you all there?
Yeah, you may proceed.
The 2020 activity report highlights key activities undertaken by the council and the respective support offices within the broader framework of our strategic development plan 2017-2022. The National Development Plan and Sustainable Development Goals. In this report, the political and administrative setup of the council is explained in detail at various instances throughout the report, while featuring decentralized structures which enhances and supports citizen involvement and participation in local governance and development within the municipality. The appointment of Chief Executive Officer, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and the Director of Finance came at a time when Council needed a new administrative lens to transform the municipality into a modern city. Capacity building as a cardinal pillar of Council's strategic priority action. During the period, significant resources were committed in building the capacity of Council staff in various areas such as human resource management, leadership and change management, revenue collection and management, and records management to fill the capacity gaps. Cognizant of its mandate to deliver services to the people, Council has been very proactive in ensuring that our development budget is in line with the provision as provided in the Local Government Act 2002 and Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. During this period, Council spent $133,308,951.51, representing 60.02% in adherence to the law. The major challenges that are naturally inherent in the measures of success outlined in the report are also indicated in a critical analysis and evaluation of reforms. Reforms and activities undertaken within the year under review. A set of recommendations are therefore brought forward with the assumption that they have the potential to minimize and eventually address emerging challenges. Attached as appendix to this report are some policy documents and proposals developed and pursued by the Council during the course of the year under review, in its ardent desire to transform the municipality into an attractive urban center with corresponding economic standing to improve the quality of service and the livelihood of its people. 2.0, demographic profile, decentralized structures. According to the 2013 National Population and Housing Census Provisional Report, Kanifing Municipality has a total population of 382,096 and accounts for 20.3% of the national population. This shows a drop of 3.42% over the 2003 Population and Housing Census, which represents 23.72% of the national population. However, according to the Gambia Labor Force Survey 2018, the population has increased significantly to 451,420, representing 36.2%, within the following age bracket, 15 to 24, which represent 31.8%, 25 to 35, which represent 32.0%, and age 36 and 64 respectively. Urban agriculture is one of the preoccupations of the people of the municipality. But the municipality is mainly sandy, with most of it being swampy. However, due to its immediate proximity being clay or muddy, the land is mainly used for rice cultivation and vegetable production. The atmospheric conditions varies with seasonal pattern of winter, dry and harmattan wind, and summer, causing its area being flooded during the rainy season, as most of the settlements are within the swampy area. The municipality has a sub-Saharan type of climate with an average annual rainfall that varies annually. Approximately 850 millimeters each year is recorded for the municipality. Development Committee, commonly referred to as WDC in abbreviation, and Sub-Ward Development Committee, referred to as SWDCs, are among the decentralized structures operating within the Kanifing Municipality. Traditionally, the municipality is divided into 16 settlement boundaries, headed by an alcalde, who are members of WDCs as advisors, in accordance with Section 93, subsection 2A of the Local Government Act 2002. Mr. Chairman, this is the executive summary. If you allow me to go into, but that's the executive summary.
Can you read the headings of the conduct? The rest? Is it okay?
Okay.
Only the headings.
Okay. The detailed part of the report, as I'm instructed to read. Page 7, the management structure. Management structure. Page 8, Department of Administration. Page 12, Department of Services. Pardon? Page 10. Page 10, Department of Finance. Page 12, Department of Services. Page 15, Department of Planning and Development. Page 16, Department of Internal Audit. Page 17, Compliance Department. And finally, Municipal Police Department. Challenges and lessons learned and recommendation.
You can review tell us what challenges and lessons.
Page 15, challenges and lessons learned.
Is it 18?
Page 18, challenges and lessons learned. During the period under review, Council was faced with series of challenges which has negatively impacted in our development plan, thereby affecting service delivery. The COVID-19 pandemic has been the most outstanding challenge of the Council in 2020 in terms of revenue collection, such as trade license and market fees. However, Council was able to cope with the situation with the help of the central government and other development partners. Some of the major challenges are listed below. 1. Some of the Council's revenue sources, car park fees, hotel and livestock, trade license, billboards, rents registration fees, continue to be collected by other central government agencies, such as GT Board, GILMA, GLMA, NRA, Judiciary, and GRA. This results of the institution being strained with weak financial strength to effectively execute its full mandate. That is service delivery. 2, lack of proper coordination from our line ministry to restart the supplementary valuation role, which continues to seriously affect revenue of council. The last evaluation done was in 2005. Since then, properties are not being evaluated. So we continue to collect rates based on the old evaluation rule. 3, government failure to fully adhere to give the annual subvention as stipulated in the Local Government and Finance and Audit Act 2004 and Local Government Act 2002. 4, management of backward dump site and its transformation to a standard sanitary landfill. This is the area that consumes greater part of council's little revenue, and it's still the biggest threat to council. 5, the municipality has limited land space for developmental purposes. So the municipality has become more and more densely populated. So as a result, even the council desire to carry out certain development ventures, such as provision of car parks for vehicles, it's a challenge because of limited space. Recruitment challenges at the senior cadre level of council. Though little changes has taken place, but still there are some key areas that need trained and highly qualified personnel for effective service delivery. Mr. Chair, additional the lessons learned. The piloting and introduction of e-ticketing for the Mbalet project. That's the Ecotech. We try to embark on that e-ticketing. Has been reported by the audit, but we face some challenges. The digitalization of the license invoicing system has boosted revenue collection that we implementing. The introduction of the council bylaws has minimized indiscriminate dumping as well as challenges in the enforcement of the anti-littering laws. Though the bylaws have been enacted by council, but still we are facing some challenges in these areas. But this introduction has boosted our council in one way or the other. Lack of financial buffer as contingency funds to cope with emergencies such as COVID-19. Council PPP model has improved service delivery, has been manifested in our ballot project. Recommendations. Government to restore council's revenue source that are eroded. As we reported, some of the revenue lines that council been collecting revenue had been shifted to other parts, other government bodies or agencies like GT board. Review and harmonize the existing LGAs and central government authorities. Currently, especially demarcation, we're facing a lot of problems in this area, KM and Brikama. So this has been a thorny issue which needs to be resolved. Review and update of Local Government Act. This has been on the pipeline for long. I think it's long overdue. The sooner it is done, the better. The appointment of staff of local government authorities be centralized. Decentralized. This area too is very vital. As we are experiencing at KMC, it's been 2 years since we've written to Service Commission for the appointment of an auditor, director of internal audit, and it has not happened. So if a leverage is given to councils to recruit, all right, will definitely help. Finally, the authority to evaluate properties should be decentralized. Because of the evaluation is being centralized, it has taken and will continue to take too long, all right, to revise the evaluation rule for the benefit of councils. Mr. Chair, this is the end of the executive report. The report is in twofold. We have the 2020-2021.
What we have is 2020 and
Yes, you have
2021.
2021.
Inclusive.
I should read it similarly too.
Yeah, I mean, the issues in 2020, I think, moreover, the same issues in 2021. Yeah? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Like the executive summary.
The executive summary likely the same,
Likely the same, okay?
not much changes. And when you go to lesson learned too,
The content,
have only few changes.
few changes, okay?
Even the recommendations are almost the same.
The challenges and lesson learned are the ones carried forward.
Yes,
Yeah?
they remain.
As well as the
Same.
recommendations
Yeah, recommendations.
are the same issues that are carried forward.
Yeah.
So can you conclude by saying that you presented the 2021 report as well?
Yes, I conclude by saying you adopt the 2021 report,
Presented, okay.
activity report presented.
Honorable members, this has brought us to the presentations of the various reports from the financial statements, the DPA compliance, and then the activity reports. Can I look at the program? I want to suggest we make some amendment. Tomorrow we have these people coming, the same issue. To avoid what happened today, let's make it a stake for them. And then, since they are to be here, consideration 2 days. Is it Tuesday and Wednesday? Now let them have the Tuesday. And in case he can come Wednesday morning. In the event, we cannot finish them Tuesday, the whole day. Then maybe in the afternoon we can come for completion. But let's have KMC. We give them time, because if we want to do consideration in the afternoon, we say Janjamure. Let's have the two coming. The councils coming Wednesday. To do them one day. And they are there is Tuesday. No, they are coming tomorrow. No, I think my mind was not on Janjamure. I thought there's only one coming. So, but if two is still coming, then we will leave as it is. Yeah. No, tomorrow what we'll do, the presentation, we'll only devote to presentation. Then consideration, we can entertain questions. I think that will save. Yeah, that was the mistake we made today. Instead of not accommodating questions during presentation, so that consumed our time. For tomorrow, the presentation on the accounts will only be on presentation. Please, let's not intervene to ask questions, please, to save time. So on that note, we leave as it is, and then James will be reporting back tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll try to start as 2 p.m. So, yes, tomorrow. I know. Yes. Still, it was a problem Wednesday. Our problem Wednesday is Janjamure Obase? Janjamure. Janjamure is also coming in the afternoon. James is tomorrow afternoon. It's full of questions, yes. So that's why that will be 2 days. It will be tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Okay. Yes, sir. It's very big. So for central government, we are yet to do the presentation. We've not even started the presentation. Yeah. What can you be able to do something tonight? Yeah? But the thing is, we've communicated to these people that they are coming in the morning. Let's maintain the morning. Yeah, it will be inconvenient for them. In fact, money is not here to communicate to them. So, okay, let's leave as it is. Then tomorrow we'll continue as scheduled. That is, in the morning will be the accountant general and then the auditor general on the government accounts for the consideration. And when we're done with the consideration, we'll continue with for the presentation. And then after the presentation, we'll continue with the presentation for both the unretired impress and then the government accounts. We try to stop exactly by 2 so that we can accommodate KMC for consideration tomorrow. Okay? Yeah,